Hello, I'm Theodore Bouloukos, and I'm here with Alex de Cordoba of Taylor de Cordoba Gallery in Los Angeles. And we're going to talk a little bit about a very exquisite watercolorist, but not strictly, artist, Kyle Field, and the sudden boom in contemporary art, which isn't so sudden anymore in Los Angeles. But it seemed to me, and I mentioned this off camera before we began, that LA was kind of a wasteland even 10 years ago.
It was, and you know, lately things have begun to change, especially in Culver City, where we opened our gallery in April of 2006. Okay. Since opening, at least 3 or 4 more galleries have opened there as well, and there's just a real community happening there, especially in Culver City, Chinatown, Bergamot Station. There's all these little neighborhoods of art that's popping up all over town.
As well as sort of institutional development too. I mean, not just the Getty, right? You have
absolutely.
LACMA, right?
LACMA's doing very well. MoCA. The Hammer Museum has a wonderful program right now, and they are really spearheading, you know, the museums.
Is that Arm & Hammer's collection?
Yes.
Okay. Really? So, and all of these are contemporary art focused, right?
Some are, yeah.
Yeah. You have Eli Broad's collection, right?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, so there's quite a bit going on. And then you have the stimulus of the Getty and all that scholarship and that's coming out of there, too.
Absolutely. And you also have half a dozen major art schools in the Southern California area. So the MFA shows that are happening are very interesting. You have a lot of very interesting artists coming up out of Los Angeles. So it's just a really good breeding ground for wonderful art.
But if the schools were there before, what's changed? Is it the complexion of the LA art collector? Is he, she younger, or?
I can't really say. I don't know what, you know, caused the change, but I think it's just that now there's more of a recognition of what's been going on there. And
are younger Hollywood stars at all interested in the arts?
Absolutely. Hollywood is a very important client for the arts, a major, you know, focus of economy in Los Angeles in general. So yeah, definitely Hollywood is very important.
I think apart from, I'm trying to think of who had a reputation for being an art patron, or even apart from the Reagans and their set of younger art. Well, actually, Dennis Hopper has quite a collection, right?
Absolutely, and he's a very major artist as well. So, you know, the whole scene started, you know, back then in the '60s, and has really continued to flourish today, and has really become more recognized as well.
Now, how did you find Kyle Field?
Kyle Field is a wonderful artist. We met him through another artist of ours, and he studied at UCLA, and he's also a musician. He started a band called Little Wings. It's a neo-folk band that tours around the country, and Kyle is, you know, a wandering, roaming, you know, musician artist, almost living out of the back of his pickup
Painter
truck.
minstrel.
Yeah. Exactly. And his work just has a very fresh look to it. The colors, the palette, the palette
is very fresh, and it's interesting because I want to sort of confine it to animation or something that resembles animation or cartoon, but I can't really. I think that there's something a lot more classically figurative about it that's not, well, it just doesn't, it's not that disposable.
No, it's not.
In the way animation seems to me to be.
Exactly, and you know, the work just really takes it to another level. I don't know what it is about how he approaches his work, but it's just unlike anything that I've ever seen.
Well, he has this engaging visual vocabulary that is really uniquely his.
Absolutely.
And I see that behind you as well, too. These are all his, or
These
some?
Are his as well, yeah.
Yeah, it's really an incredible kind of. I'm always intrigued by artists who are able to come up with a sort of a currency of their own, even if the work is figurative by nature.
Absolutely, and it just kind of echoes who he is as a person. The music, the poetry, the art, it all kind of intertwines together.
That's
so
not kind of free-spiritedness.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Now, what's next for Taylor de Cordoba?
We are opening a solo show in a week featuring Kimberly Brooks.
Oh.
These are oil paintings. The show is entitled Mom's Friends, and it's an exploration of when she was growing up, looking up to her mom's friends, who were all these beautiful, glamorous women in Mill Valley, outside of San Francisco.
Is that like MILF Valley?
No comment.
Okay, or the real Beverly Hills Housewives or something?
Again, you'll have to come see the show.
It's a kind of California mom.
Absolutely, absolutely, and the work is beautiful. She has a wonderful palette. She really knows what she's doing with the paint, and we're thrilled to have her.
Well, we're thrilled to have you, and I thank you.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Cheers.